ask you something right off the bat. If your shop is always hiring, why don't you have any experienced workers? Seriously, think about that. If you're constantly bringing people in, you should have a pipeline of trained, capable operators by now. So where are they going? Because what I'm seeing this a lot in shops right now, is a revolving door. People come in, they try and learn, they try to figure things out, and before they even get comfortable, they're gone. And when management looks around and says, we just can't find good people. Before we go any further, if you've seen this happen in your shop, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe, and definitely share this video with someone who needs to hear about it, like a supervisor, a lead, plant manager. Because this is one of those conversations more people need to start hearing. And stick with me to the end, because I'm going to give you my honest opinion on what's really causing this. All right, let's talk about what's actually happening. Most shops are not struggling to find people, they're struggling to keep them. And there's a difference, because when someone new comes into a shop, they don't know everything yet. They're going to make mistakes. That's part of learning. That's what happens in a lot of places. They get thrown in a job, minimal training, little guidance, and then the moment something goes wrong, that's it. They're out. No coaching, no development, no second chance. And then leadership goes around and says, they just couldn't cut it. But the question is, did you actually give them a chance to cut it? Or did you expect them to perform like a 10-year, you know, veteran operator in the first couple of weeks? Because there's a big difference. And here's where it gets uncomfortable. A lot of this comes down to leadership, plant managers, supervisors, team leads. If the culture of the shop is fast results, no patience, they're going to burn through people over and over again. And the worst part, the good ones leave too, because good workers pay attention. They see how new people are treated. They see how mistakes are handled. They see whether learning is encouraged or punished. And when they realize this place doesn't build people, it replaces them, they start planning their exit. So when you see them on their phones a little bit more, they're not on YouTube watching me. They're on Indeed looking for their next job. Now, you don't just have a hiring problem, you have a retention problem. And then the cycle continues. You hire again, you rush training again, you lose them again. And nothing ever changes, except the faces you see when you come in the door. Now let's talk about something else. Supervisors under pressure. A lot of supervisors are being pushed for numbers, production, output, deadlines. And when the pressure hits, training becomes an afterthought, because it's easier to, you know, in the short term, just to say, we don't have to train, we need results. But what happens long term? You never build a skilled workforce, you build a temporary one. And that's why some shops always feel like they're struggling, because they are. They're constantly restarting. Now, here's the part most people don't want to say out loud. If your shop has a constant flow of new people and a constant lack of experienced ones, this is a system. And that system is being driven by leadership decisions. Now, I told you at the beginning I'd give you my honest opinion, so here it is. Most shops can't keep people, aren't being failed by workers, they're being failed by leadership. Not all, but a lot, because leadership, it sets a tone. Leadership sets the expectations. Leadership decides whether people are developed or discarded. And if your default response to make mistakes is punishment instead of teaching, you're not building a workforce, you're burning through one. Your trainers, if they have more time to sit with each other and BS about what happened last night or what they're going to do tonight, that's a problem. And that's a supervisor problem because you're not doing anything about it. And if you look on the floor and you have new people running your machine and no one's standing there right beside them helping them, they're probably outside smoking cigarettes or, in the bathroom taking an hour-long break. So let me ask you something again. Have you seen this in your shop? Have you seen people come in, try and learn, and then disappear just as fast? Drop in the comments because this is happening more places than you realize. And if it hits home for you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video because the more people that see this, the more this conversation actually starts to matter. I'll see you in the next one.